Praise God, you lovely people on YouTube and on Facebook and to the whole wide world. Blessings to all of your families. And I already know that we had a bad tragedy happen in South Bend, Indiana. I don't want to talk too much, but I want to give my emphasis for Brother Tony and Sister Nikki, Sister Carol, Sister Lisa, uh, and everyone else that is attached to the young man. I just punched him and asked him about what game did he play on PlayStation 4 just a week ago. Young man was shot and killed yesterday. 11 years old. The Bible says that when a child is born, watch this, we should mourn. And when a person pass away, however they pass away, we should celebrate. Because Jesus Christ got his right hand waiting on us when we leave here. And let me talk to the ones that's not doing God. Darkness and death is right behind you. Put death and darkness in front of you and face it. And how do you beat it? By having a relationship with Jesus Christ and God himself. I am not only so tired of the death here in South Bend, Indiana, and over the whole wide world, but I live here. Come on. And we have to understand as believing Christian people that death and darkness is coming down your doorway. Come on. It's coming on your porch. If I can say it best like that. And that's why it's so important to have a relationship with Jesus Christ, God himself. And I know most people, if the baby wasn't young and passed away, people put their opinion on other older people that die. If you know what they use, whether he was in drugs or something or didn't go to church, we put our focus on while you at the funeral, where did they go? Well, we got to understand we serve a God that don't never lose. And I think that to do something far as to hurt a child or go into a school or a church and shoot people, innocent people. Let me talk to the people that's going through something in your crazy mind. If you that crazy, but you got enough sense to go get a gun, to buy a gun, plan it all out, what door you gonna go in, who you after, what you gonna do, you get that all planned. If you got that much smartness, you're not that crazy. But I tell you what, if you that crazy, kill yourself. They're always talking about at the end of the shooting that a person turned the gun on themselves. Turn your gun on yourself before you hurt somebody else. Did that pastor say kill yourself? I'm telling you that got out there hurting people, or you crazy in your mind and you want to hurt people to leave your name big, but you going to kill yourself. That is about as ignorant as I ever seen in my life. If you had Jesus Christ in your life, you wouldn't even be thinking that deep and negative. You wouldn't even get to that point where you figure that people don't like you or people bullied you. I don't care about nobody bullying. You better fight back. Come on. They talk about you, talk about them. Come on. You can do everything with love and kindness. Matter of fact, you can show love and turn people to like you. But we can't fight fist to fist, knife to knife, gun to gun, argument to argument, chaos to chaos. That ain't gonna work. Why is the violence here in South Bend? Call Black Lives Matter. No, call some Jesus. Black Lives Matter is coming out only when it's black crime. We need Black Lives Matter in everybody. White Lives Matter in everybody's life we need out there on these streets. You need to be in the mini mart, you Christian people, talking to them children on the street. going in the barber shops and talking to people. I'm talking about the Christian that's running to church every Sunday. And the only thing we do is watch the news and talk about the world going crazy. But what are you doing? What are you doing in the community to make a difference? Are your children going to church? Are you just running to church? Your teenagers, you don't talk to nobody about God, and you don't ask nobody to go to church. Second Corinthians, it talks about that in chapter 10. Paul is telling us that we don't fight with this people. We can't fight with knives and guns, people. That give you death and incarcerated, and both of them is dead. If you're incarcerated, you're dead too. 2 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 5, it says, "For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through God." Mighty through God. He gives you ability to stay out of that chaos when you do this walk. And you can't stop. Listen, how do we stop gun violence? If some people just getting guns and shooting in crowds, how do you stop? You can't stop that. That's just a wicked person that will hurt innocent people. Come on. It's really sickening. Then they always talk about the shooter turned his gun on himself. That don't make no sense. That don't make no sense. If you're going to hurt somebody and you that angry at your life or whatever is going on, why you have to hurt people? Hurt yourself and be done with it, if that make any sense. My God. But the problem is that we're fighting a war with worldly stuff. It reminds me, years ago, we was keeping my wife's sister's daughter. And I think Michaela was like 4. I mean, no, she was a lot younger than that. She had to be maybe 1 or so. We was keeping her in. And something sounded like a book dropped on the floor and ran across the floor. That's the way it sounded while we was asleep. I got up, I got my gun, and we went to looking around the corner. And after we didn't see nothing, the wife said, well, maybe we should pray. Just whisk the spirits, the wicked spirits out of the house. And I went in one room, and she went in the other room, and I went in the other room, and you don't pay no bills in here. You get out of my house. I run this. I'm the man in this house. You don't be doing this. You don't come in this house. And wife walked in and she said, honey. And, honey. I said, yeah. She said, honey, you can't fight it like that. You got to go in the spirit realm of God. This war is not carnal, people. It's not the physical. This war we're going through, this violent war we're going through is spiritual, people. And we never can reach it by talking. We got to reach it by praying. And whoever is praying, you have to pray out of your heart. Not because you're on TV, not because you're in front of the church. You have to have a relationship with God, Jesus Christ, God himself. It said, for the weapons of our warfare are not carnal. It's not carnal. It's not worldly stuff. But it's mighty through God. Getting a relationship with God to a pulling down strongholds. That's why we can't get this curse off. Nobody is powerful enough. We got pastors that's pimping. Oh, Lord, did I say that? Come on. If it's go quack, quack and fly south, that's a duck, baby. So I don't put my mouth on nobody. People put their mouth on me enough. And some of them people that did that, they either dead, incarcerated, or still on drugs. Or some of their children that's still on drugs. Come on. So you be careful who you put your mouth on. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through God, through pulling down of strongholds, casting down imagination of every high thing that exalts itself against the knowledge of God. Thinking before you do something stupid. You think when you're a believer and you're a Christian. No, I'm not going to do that. I am not going to do that. And just since we're talking about it, see, everybody will throw a pastor or anybody that got being successful, people is ready to throw you in the fire, let's say that. One mistake, one thing you do wrong, especially when you're out in the air like this, when you're out in the public. But see, I'm going to talk to y'all now real quick about how easy it is getting in trouble. And women, people you're on Facebook, if you can hear me, if you're doing it, please stop sending me stuff that's sexual. I'm fighting enough already trying to be a good man. But see, you'll be the same person because ain't nobody talking about you. It remind me of R. Kelly. And not to go there, but let's go there. Because the little girl shouldn't have been at the concert. Where was the mother and the parents? And why are you letting your daughter? And we do too much anyway. Little girls on social media now, they shaking their butt and twisting their body all over the place. But ain't nobody talking about Jesus Christ. You know the dance steps, but do you have a relationship with Jesus Christ? Because here's the thing. I don't care how you can dance. Death is coming your way too. Life is coming your way. Come on. We're dropped in this world, and you can't just look around. You got to make something happen. And fighting, arguing, and chaos is not the way. And we have way too much of that. And casting down imaginations and every high thing that exalt against itself against the knowledge of God. When you're going against God, you don't do God, I ain't worried about death gonna come. And you might not even get out of death when someone die and you don't come to God and I don't do no God, but you lose a loved one, you may not can get out of that because it hurts so much. Death hurts. It hurts when you lose somebody that you love. Casting down imagination and every high thing that exalts itself against the knowledge of God, and bringing it into captivity, every thought to the obedience of Christ. So God is telling you to get a relationship with me. Come on. I done lost a mama, grandmamas, I done lost a wife, I lost a nephew, I done lost friends, my God, good friends. I've lost a lot of people. Come on. And I just understand what the scripture say. I celebrate. They're done with it. They don't have to worry about no bills. They don't have to worry about no abusive relationship. They don't have to worry about them on drugs. You don't have to worry. But that's what he's talking about. When he said mourn, when your baby is born, you should mourn. That means that you should be thinking about, I hope he don't get on crack cocaine like I was. I hope he wasn't womanizer like I was. I hope he wasn't trying to date a ton of women like I was. Hope you don't get addicted to drugs like I was. That's why you mourn. Hoping the little baby girl, she's cute, 3 days old, but you're supposed to mourn. Oh, Lord, I hope she don't get on crack cocaine. Oh, Lord, I hope that she don't get in no abusive relationship. Oh, Lord, I hope that she's not gay. Oh, Lord, I hope that this. Lord, I hope that this. And then you're supposed to mourn, but you're praying that be shielded and stay away from. That's why you're supposed to bring your baby to your church, to your pastor, so he can do a spiritual covering over that baby. Come on, somebody. My God, this is so deep. Life is so deep and it's so real. And you young people that's in your 20s, 30s, you got a lot of life. Even when you're older like I am, you have a lot of life. Every day you have a new day to make a better life for yourself, a better position, a better job, a better relationship. Every day you start off, God give you new mercy, new grace every day. I apologize. This is just so deep what's going on. But Bible lets me know I'm in this world, but I'm not of this world. I can see this. I can see where people making mistakes. Come on. And you just shoot in a crowd of people. And you have to understand that Sometimes it takes gangs to do that. Shooting them crowd of people. That's them leader, them gangs acting crazy. To join a gang, you gotta beat somebody half to death. To join a gang, you gotta shoot in a crowd of people. They got all kinds of crazy stuff going on. But when you don't have the Lord, you'll do crazy stuff. If that make any sense. This is Warning Friday. I'm warning you. Stay away from them guns. Love on some people. The people that's going to church, let's start making a snowball effect. Let's just don't run to death when it's a black person. We all are people. We all have family members. We all can lose someone. It's time for us to join hands. Black brothers, white brothers, yellow brothers, green brothers. Did I say green brothers? With antennas. I love you guys. You guys be blessed. Be safe. Make sure you pray. Pray and pray. I love you all.